Hey folks, this is Jeff for Disc with JTT. How you doing? And yeah, I'm late. I'm super late. See, do something real quick. Manage. Wait, let me manage. No, not let me manage. That sucks. Guess I'll do this later. What about edit? Oh yeah, hold on. And I can do that still. Paste. Aha, here we go. Save that. Outstanding. I try to do like StreamYard, and so far they turn out the way I hoped and all that. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick shout out, see what's going on. I thought I was about to complain about this early spring was capped, but it's not because that big snowstorm we had last week, it snowed didn't last too long. Like we had the big snowstorm Sunday. I can safely say come Wednesday it came real it dissipated real quick because we had some really high temperatures. It hit high in the 50s. Yeah, we had pretty much a heat wave, 50 degrees. Wow. I went for like feel like I'll freeze there, feel like I'm gonna roast. I would have been here like an hour earlier, but I had like a big dinner, unfortunately. And this is with me. If I have a big dinner and I had to eat anything all day, I will fall into what you call itis, aka food coma. Repeat after me. Itis equals food coma. I'll call myself, close my eyes for about 10, 15 minutes, and I wake up a few hours later. Shocker. Other than that, how you guys doing? You think this spring thaw is going to stick? Or, and this is my prediction when it comes to this so-called early spring. We could have at least two major snowstorms. Not to where we'd be stuck digging ourselves out for about a week or so. We could have about two major snowstorms, enough to annoy us, enough to get on our nerves where we got dig out our cars, dig ourselves out. In some cases, it may help dig out my church. And then within about a little bit more than 48 hours later, most of the snow is gone. Because after major snowstorm, you get this unusually warm weather that melts all the snow. It's like Mother Nature saying, like, hey, I didn't forget about you. It's like Braun Strowman, I did not forget about you, which is pretty wild. Although like this week has been pretty quiet, not much. The only thing that kind of bummed me out is like I tried to learn this StreamYard, try to do this podcast, and I'm still learning it. I have a friend of mine, his name is Larry Striker. He's like been doing this StreamYard thing for years, so I need to learn from him. Get underneath his learning tree to understand how to run the StreamYard better. But so far, I did a test run on it officially, and looks pretty hopeful. No, I'm pretty happy about it. I gotta run a few more tests on it, then get some tips from Larry so I know how to do it properly, so it won't be like look too foolish. I want to do actually live one if I can. It's tricky, but I think I could pull it off. I believe I can. I would have the capabilities of adding and things like video clips and stuff like that. Let's see participants. Yeah, other than me, shocker. What else? Some stamps. Okay. And pop out chat. Ooh. He says, welcome to chat live. Remember to guard your privacy, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Like I said, was this here share screen? Oh, wait a minute, share screen. Aha. Hold on. The site will be able to see contents from your screen. StreamYard. Yeah. Now you tell me. You do this on StreamYard. It's like Google, cybersecurity, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but StreamYard. See what it does if I go to StreamYard. Share. Yeah. This is what I was trying to do. Get over here. Oh, get out of here. Okay. I get it now. Just so I can stop this right now while I still can. Bullseye. Okay. Little things I seem to learn, but I think I got it. I wonder. Hold on. Share screen, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see. So let me do here. Yep, these are the guys that I usually follow. These guys here for the Pro Wrestling Stream Talk podcast. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So what could I pick up? Okay, let me go to my history. I know my history could be questionable. It's a private joke of a friend of mine at church. He loves putting these clownish things on YouTube, on Facebook and all that. This is what happened to my car earlier while I brought to get repaired and all that. I was listening to O'Shea Duke Jackson as well. What can I find that I want to talk about here? Go back to home. Oh, time out here. Okay, I'm gonna react to this one here. The update on the new Blade movie with Blade, the new Blade movie. This one I've been down to see for years. Ever since he didn't appear, visually. All you hear is voice. Let's check this out.
Guess the number one worst fish for your heart? Is it 1, tilapia, 2, tuna?
Had the tilapia, I'd be very annoyed.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, Marvel Studios has always dealt with struggles behind the scenes of their movies. It's just that back about 20 years ago, there were far less people interested in what was going on behind the scenes at Marvel Studios, and their performance at the box office was enough to outdo any of negative attention. Things like losing your lead director in, say, Edgar Wright for Ant-Man, or even your lead actor in Edward Norton for Bruce Banner the Hulk are okay when you're still breaking $1 billion on your first Avengers film. But very obviously, things have not been going as well for Marvel over the last half decade. And so where it may have been nothing new or par for the course, the drama that was at first reported between Mahershala Ali and Marvel Studios over the state of the script all the way back in October of 2022. At one point, it was rumored that Marvel Studios was actually in danger of losing the lead actor, or that Mahershala Ali might walk from the project because of how disappointed he was with the state of the script. Well, things have turned around considerably since then, and we've actually got two major updates late in this week. One coming from a trusted industry insider source about the current rewrite and state of Blade, the other about Mahershala Ali's next cameo in the MCU as the Blade character, and it is not what we expected and not his own film. We're going to break down the latest two updates about what's going on with Mahershala Ali, his Blade character, and the MCU. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. This one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of X-Men 97. Again, all you got to do is be a sub. Leave a comment if you want. Stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this was the latest from Daniel RPK. You can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News or on Patreon. He's one of the most trusted sources in the Marvel Scoop game. This is what he had to say about Blade 2 days ago. Number one, Mahershala Ali not leaving Blade. Michael Green is rewriting the script right now. That's the writer from Logan. They are making a lot of changes that Ali is happy with. The movie is also for a rated R rating, which is something we reported on at the beginning last year as being heavily rumored, something Marvel Studios would look at. But back then I was super skeptical. Obviously with Deadpool and Wolverine, it gets to stay rated R because it's already a proven commodity.
Well, that's why they should with Blade with them early on. Like the success with Deadpool 1 and 2, staying at 8 rated R, that stays, it became successful. Disney special Werewolf by Night was rated R and has all the flavor of a classic 1950s movie to it. It's like black and white. It was done superbly. and all that. So I know they can have a good following there. There's a Wolverine, a Deadpool, Wolverine, keep it rated R. Why not? Blade, they say like they try to make that rated R as well. So I say, why not? Like I said, will it be like exactly like Wesley Snipes? No, I'm sorry. The first Blade movie was it. I mean, this is Wesley Snipes here. And with the fact with Wesley Snipes got some problems and all that, he's still probably making a cameo appearance in the MCU, but doesn't work like that sometimes. Now let's keep checking this out.
As rated R, but things like Werewolf by Night have shown that Marvel Studios is willing to push the envelope. And while that may have not been a true rated R rating, again, because things are a little different with TV by Night, have shown that Marvel Studios is willing to push the envelope.
That was old school. You have to admit, that was so old school. I got goosebumps. It's like I'm a kid, like 8, 9 years old, watching movies like that. That is so old school. I love it.
And while that may have not been a true rated R rating, again, because things are a little different with TVMA and being on Disney Plus, there was enough blood alone in that project to qualify it for rated R. And I think there are very few Marvel characters that would absolutely demand an R rating, but Punisher is one of them. And of course, Blade is as well. There's just so much more they can do without having to stick to the confines of PG-13. My fingers are crossed that at some point when Marvel Studios announces this film again, hopefully this summer, they'll confirm the rated R. The only other thing that Daniel RBK had to say about this was that eventually this is going to lead into the Midnight Suns. We'll talk about that more in a different video coming at some point this month to the channel. Now, in the meantime, we had another scoop about Mahershala Ali's Blade. Apparently, we're going to see, well, I should say we're going to hear him and before his own movie, maybe by the end of this year. While we still don't have an exact release date for the Marvel Zombies project, according to the industry insider and anonymous Twitter scoopster, Can We Get Some Toast, Mahershala Ali is set to voice a version of the Blade character in the upcoming animated Marvel Zombies series. Now, I always say you can trust scoops when everyone starts saying it, and that's what happened with this. Later in the day, other trusted industry insider sources like Casey Walsh would tweet out in a now deleted tweet that this is true and that he was going to voice the character. Now, I would have said for sure this is going to be canon to the MCU because of the precedent set with What If, but we've just recently...
For 8 years, Climate Exchange has been running a raffle to fund our work, and so
found out with the release of the X-Men 97 trailer that X-Men 97 under the Marvel animation title will not be canon to the MCU. And so while I think Marvel Zombies is going to be canon, we're not actually sure. There's no confirmation of that. And I would just find it bizarre that Marvel Studios would introduce Mahershala Ali as an animated Blade and not make him the same version of the character, or rather a variant somewhere in the multiverse, i.e. something like how What If is canon to the MCU. I think making that distinction is important, but I also think that it just happens to be a consolation for Mahershala Ali, who's been waiting around now 6 years if he actually gets to release the movie next year. So
that's a lot of patience. Mr. Ali must really, really, really want to do this Blade character if he's willing to wait 6 years. That is patience. That is serious patience.
Play the Blade character. Now, there are other reasons to believe this is going to be canon outside of Mahershala Ali's involvement, like Aman Vellani playing the Miss Marvel character. Again, maybe just a variant in the multiverse, but not completely disconnected from canon. Because again, I just think it would be very weird to be introduced to Mahershala Ali's Blade. Yeah, I know what you're going to say about the Eternals post-credit scene, but that barely counts. I just think it would be weird to see him in full action and interacting with other MCU variants, but that not to be his MCU debut. There's also the fact that if you're familiar with Jonathan Hickman's run of Secret Wars, that the Marvel Zombie series actually could have a huge role to play in the future and plot of this storyline, something we'll cover in a different video. I just think that there should be stakes for again, someone like Mahershala Ali who's been waiting this long.
Yeah, in short though, he's gonna do the movie. When, we don't know. I hope it's sometime next year, but making the man wait all these years just to play a character, wow. So I imagine that because of the writer's strike they had, that's one thing, but that's a long wait. Let's finish this up.
And so I expect it to either be his character or a variant of his character among the multiverse, just more set up for Secret Wars. Again, just odd we're going to see this in animated form, and before we ever see him in live action, almost a year before. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below if you mind, or if you're just
Yeah, that was interesting though. If a spider makes a sound, don't touch it. How about we see it, period? You don't mess with it. People lost their minds these days. Let me get back over here. And there we go. Yeah, that was a Mashallah Ali who was supposed to be doing live action Blade. I think it made a great Blade, but it took what 5-6 years for him waiting. Wow, he probably want to do that role really bad to be waiting this long. So I'm gonna say. Like I said, I've seen like a lot of weird things. Like there would be these I shouldn't, but it means I can find the video. Hang tight. Can't do folders. What about Windows? Nope. See, I gotta pull this off here. Oh, here we go.
So if Obama really believed that the ocean was rising and we're all going to be underwater in 10 years,
Need to gotta pull something here. No, no, and no. A window. Aha. Share that. Yes. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on a sec, folks.
so if Obama really believed that the ocean was rising and we're all going to be underwater in 10 years, why didn't he just buy a $20 million waterfront home on Martha's Vineyard?
You know what? That's a good question. Why? If we're gonna be underwater 10 years, why did he buy the $20 million waterfront on Martha's Vineyard? Keywords: $20 million waterfront. Do you smell cap? I smell more like BS, folks. I smell BS. Serious BS. Over here. That's cap. That's all I'm gonna say. That is pure cap right there. I got fun with this here. If this is one feature to know you can do on this here in terms of reaction videos, especially live. But I'm not gonna call it at night. Like I said, I apologize for me, starting this live stream late. I thought I would get the hang of the StreamYard thing, but apparently I still got a lot to go. But there's some things about this I didn't know you can do, but now I do. I'm always open to learn about new things, how to do live streaming. Podcasting, I gotta learn a little bit more if I really go deep into podcasting. Other than that, fucks those who chose to look at this. I want to say thank you. And hopefully I'll do a better job next time. Two things, folks. Peace. And we'll end this at 5, 4, 3, 2.